Hi, I'm Tiana Miller, and I am a cripple/comedian. My mom has depression. I have depression and anxiety, and I also have multiple sclerosis, which causes lesions on the brain. I ran away from home actually as a teenager and was homeless for a while with a group of other homeless young kids, pretty much. And I was just very neglected at home, and my school threatened to call Child Protective Services on me, and I was just about to graduate. So I was like, I would rather just run away than go to an orphanage. So I think poverty and mental illness are like joined in a way because they feed each other, and it becomes this negative feedback loop where a lot of the treatment that you do get feeds your mental illness. You get taken up from the street and put in these institutions or halfway houses, and they're actually horrible, horrifying areas. Like, a lot of my friends have been jumped in their halfway houses, or one of my friends was raped by a psych ward orderly. Like, the system kind of is built to kind of keep you trapped there. If you can't afford your medications and you need them, if you can't afford a place to stay, it makes you start feeling lower about yourself. It feeds depression, it feeds anxiety. And then that goes with drug addiction too, because then you start trying to treat your own symptoms with whatever you can get, and that becomes a whole new problem. You know, people are like, oh, go get a job. Well, if I'm constantly being insulted all day and being made to feel like nothing, how am I supposed to walk into an interview and present myself in a way that you should take me in because I'm great? Like, you're treated like a ghost, or like you don't exist. People don't want to admit that you're there and that it's a problem and that there's this huge problem in society and a hole, and there's not really a safety net for people like us. And so we get ignored. Everybody that I grew up on the street with is still very close and still very supportive of each other. And every time one of us passes away, we all get together, and it's like we're back there. You become brothers and sisters, and even more than that, because these are people you slept in a car with. These are people you slept in a drain pipe with while it was pouring rain. These are people you like fought to get a next meal with. So yeah, while maybe I didn't have my real family, I definitely had a family, but unfortunately most of them are, a lot of them are gone now or in jail because of circumstance. I think systematic change has to come first, because most people who are on the streets or below the poverty line only end up getting help once they've been arrested or in some kind of trouble where their house taken away or something like that, where they've already hit the bottom point. And there's not enough treatment out there, there's not enough advocates. Even if you're not homeless, a lot of the people in this country do suffer from some form of mental illness. So just being open and honest about it would make everybody kind of see, like, maybe if I couldn't afford my medication or my doctor, that person on that bench could eventually be me. My view on what all of us do in life definitely changed from just being on the street when I got sick, you know, and I've always wanted to be a writer and a comedian, and when I got sick, I was like, no more excuses, I'm doing this. And a lot of what happened to my friends and that wanting to give them a voice really pushed me to, like, okay, find government aid, find at least a psychiatrist so you can get on something for anxiety enough to, like, get yourself out there. And we need to face that that's how bad it is in certain parts of our society. Otherwise, there's never going to be any change. For anyone who's out there who's like me, here's some advice I would like to give you. If you're female or even a male, don't ever accept someone's offer to take you in for the night just off the top of your head, because you could be putting yourself in a lot of danger. Stay the hell away from drugs. As easy as it is to be like, well, this will get me through the night, it will also keep you in that situation that you're trying to get through. And even if, find some kind of positive outlet. Like, I don't care if it's crocheting, starting a band, just playing music yourself, any sort of outlet that's positive and not self-abuse, go with that. And if you can, try not to let it make you feel like nothing. No matter what you feel or what other people tell you, you have to keep screaming at yourself in your mind that, like, you're a human being as much as anyone else, probably way more than Trump, and you deserve to be a person, you deserve to find happiness, and you deserve to feel successful, and fight for it if you can.
Hi, I'm Jack Quaid, and Project UROK and the Harry Potter Alliance are teaming up to raise awareness about how living below the poverty line affects access to mental health care. If you want to join the conversation, use the hashtag MyHungerGames, or if you want to find out more information, go to projecturok.org.